Happy Sunday, everybody. Y'all already know the way Cynthia does her lives is I don't wait for people. Because when I'm moved to share something that's in my spirit, I just get online and share it. And first of all, happy Sunday. Starting week number 50, well, let's see, if we count down, 52 weeks in a year. Well, one is gone already, so what did you do last week that made a difference in your life or somebody else's life? I want y'all to think about that. 52 weeks, one down, 51 to go. Anyway, I'm on here just because the thought that I had was about the body being the temple. It's a temple for somebody. It's either a temple for the Holy Spirit or a temple for all kind of other evil little things to creep in, which gets people in trouble, all right? And I know that a lot of people are doing the fasting and the praying, but I just want to get on here real quick and say whatever it is you do, trying to get the lid off of this. Yeah, I got my smoothie blender here. Whatever it is you do, backtrack to 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 23 through 33. In fact, read the whole chapter. It talks about things that are lawful as far as things that might offend somebody. Just read it for yourself. God will reveal things to you if you're listening. Well, for me, I know my journey started 13 months and 48 pounds ago. I'm not talking about weight loss. I'm talking about mindset change. I was in a hospital room for 8 days back in October, going into November. And they couldn't do anything for me. God was the one that healed my entire digestive system. But he had to literally empty me out. Literally empty me out. It's so gross I cannot go into detail. But my husband knows the whole story. But God had to literally empty me out. And since the life starts in the gut, that's where he began, because I was too busy chasing after things that were basically Cynthia's mindset instead of what were spirit mindset. I got into trouble, ate some of the wrong things, starches, sugars. I was a sugar addict, and I'm a recovering sugar addict. God bless y'all, whoever popped in watching. And sugar is an addiction. It's just as bad as cocaine, if not worse. It starts to eat away at the body. Study about what processed foods and sugars do. Because if your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, if you say you're following God and your body is jacked up and you're on all kinds of medications, pharmaceuticals, pharmacopoeia actually is connected to the word sorcery if you look at it. And what does the Lord say about sorcery? Now, there are some things that a person has to be on medically, but you don't have to keep doing the same old thing that's jacking your body up in the first place. Easy? Heck no. It's not easy at all, but it's worth it. I feel so much better now. And yes, I'm still tempted to go after those things like those donuts. Hint, hint. That's why I say life is better than donuts. That's a site that we have here, Life is Better Than Donuts. So check it out, a page on Facebook. The healthy things that you need to put in your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul, because your soul basically is your mind, your emotions, your intellect, your imagination. And there's one more, I can't think of it, so but it's in there. Mind, your will, your emotions, your imagination, and your intellect. We perish for lack of knowledge. So that's why I'm right here. Got my little blueberries and flaxseed and hulled hemp seeds and my almond milk. It's all organic stuff. I don't know what you come to do, but I came to take care of me. And the whole idea is that it doesn't necessarily have to be something that's your cup of tea, or in this case, a glass of smoothie. But I'm saying this. If you're good to your body, you're good to your mind, God will be even gooder to you. That's a word. Even gooder to you. Now, I may not be on Facebook a whole lot because I'm going to do some heavy-duty writing this week. Maybe in the next 10 days, you might think I'm a ghost. But if you do have questions, I'm going to just pivot on into this. If you do have questions about the trips and things that we have, whether it's on land, sea, air, you name it, Motor coaches for this particular area in Muncie, Indiana, East Central Indiana seem to be the thing that people can afford to do. But travel heals. Go to betterthandonuts.com and click on the information there. It talks about how travel heals, and it heals your whole spirit. It truly does. When you're locked in, locked down. You know what happened in 2020, that year? It was a bad year. And it showed what people were lacking in their spirit. That's why the body got inflamed, and that's why people got so sick. And you have to I have cut out all the news, trust me. I have cut out all the news. Things pop up on the email sometime. You know, you open up your email account and what in the world is this? You're not looking for that. Distractions. Don't be distracted. That's something that Pastor Nate at Bridgeway Christian Center talked about, distractions, and it was a word. Go check out the sermon notes at bridgewaylive.us under sermon notes resources. It's in there. Just check it out. But yeah, when you're fasting, why are you fasting? Are you fasting because it's tradition, like Christmas is tradition, like Valentine's Day is tradition, like New Year's is tradition, like Easter is tradition, like 4th of July is tradition? Why are you doing it? And once your body gets cleaned up, you will be spiritually tuned in. Trust me. Trust me on that. And it's not just for 3 weeks or 4 weeks or a day or a week or however you decide to do it. Intermittent fasting is something I do every single day. And I used to love bread, like Oprah says. Not anymore. My husband eats this stuff. You know, it's home, wheat and what have you. It's good stuff. But my body says, no, not for you, Cynthia. Not for you. Not the bread. Now, a sandwich is a sandwich without Miracle Whip. But I tend to also tell myself, I know what this bread will do to me. It may not do it to you. But you got to know your body. You got to know your sense. Your sense, meaning your gut, is your second brain. It will tell you what and what not to put in it. Don't let your eyes, the lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh, yum, yum, taste buds, right? And the pride of life. Nobody gonna tell me what to eat, what not to eat. Well, you know something? If you don't see your doctor, you'll end up seeing your undertaker. And we all got one way to go. That's straight to the grave. But we decide how fast do we want to get there. And unless Jesus comes back and snatches us all up, not all of us, but the ones who say yes to the Lord, so we can get snatched up out of this mess. But yeah, I will put down in the comments what I put in this, okay? But yeah, be good to yourself. And that one person who's watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Love to you and yours and all those who will see this later on as the week goes on. So again, be good to yourself. Understand that you got to get out of town. You got to get out of town.